Oh,
hooray.
Wow. Josh Miliken is on Zoo.
Oh, happy day.
And
everyone's favorite player, Joey.
I think, yeah, I don't know if we have deck list. I think his last name may have 2 L's, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, that was irritating me.
Yeah. It's everyone's favorite magician, Josh Miliken. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah. Josh played, he was a player I mentioned yesterday, played Rug Delver in Standard. It was basically Blue-Red Delver splashing for Huntmaster. But it's an interesting deck. So, and also Josh, I believe, has never lost a feature match on camera. He's been on camera a couple times.
Okay.
And so he's hoping to keep the streak alive. Has a turn 2 Thalia.
How's that taste, Gerry? It's probably not good for his stretch deck. It looks like Gerry did some mulliganing. Look, Joey, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, Gerry's on 5, and I'm rooting for Josh. Because Gerry and I are at crossroads.
Crossroads in your relationship.
Yep.
Tough.
Gerry draws a Faithless Looting, but Thalia says, no sir, absolutely not.
Thalia, bringing the beats. And scavenging ooze from Josh.
Gerry just passes again. Josh is going to be able to get some damage in, and Gerry, I mean, he has to draw a second land, and even when he does, Josh is still pretty well set up. You know, Scavenging Ooze is going to be able to remove whatever Gerry discards to the Faithless Looting or Breakthrough or whatever he does this turn.
Was that just an end of turn bolt to the face?
Yeah, I think that was just upstairs. Thank you, sir.
I like that aggression. Just like... Oh, so he already bolted him to the face
he just
once.
Bolted him.
Okay.
Yeah, he bolted him on turn 1.
I actually missed that.
Fetch, upstairs.
So that's 2 bolts to the face that Gerry's taken.
Ooh, we see a Firestorm from Gerry in his hand. This could take care of some problems. Actually, this could be really, really good. Just trying to figure out how exactly he wants to do it. But Firestorm is going to get him out of... I mean, it's going to solve this gigantic problem that he's in. And he discards 2 Grave Trolls and a Bridge from below.
Costs him 2 to do that. Plus the discard.
I mean, the discard there isn't really...
yeah, he's fine with that. That's actually why Firestorm's so good.
That's a dream come true.
I'll play another Thalia, says Josh.
Thalia's so interesting in this matchup because not only does it make the Careful Study cost an extra 1, it makes Faithless Looting cost an extra 1, but typically when a Dredge player is doing their thing, Dread Return, they can just cast. But when you don't have the mana to cast it, you need that additional 1, and Gerry doesn't have that additional 1 right now. You're not breaking that Coliseum.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough to
take
do.
a couple minutes. So he's gonna dredge
6,
and
we found Amoeba.
There's a Narc Amoeba from Gerry. Yeah, I mean Dredge is very, very land light kind of deck, and so Thalia can make it kind of a nightmare for Dredge to really do what it wants to do.
Looks like he's gonna Coliseum during his turn now that he has Threshold. And start chaining and going off a little bit.
Yeah, so he's going to dredge away the second, or dredge back the second Grave Troll off the first draw of the Coliseum. Gets another Narc Amoeba.
There's a 3rd Narc Amoeba. And all he's doing right now, for you guys that are watching at home, is he's not going to be able to cast a card like Dread Return now because he's tapped out. He's just trying to get as many Narc Amoebas as he can in play, probably dredge some Icarids, get some Bridge from Belows in his graveyard, and get set up to the effect of where Josh can't attack. And then hopefully, dredge in maybe some Cabal Therapies if he left them in and just beat him down with zombies. But his life total, as you see, is only 5. So if Josh does draw another Lightning Bolt or what other burn that the Zoo decks do have, Gerry's going to be in trouble. Especially when his only land is City of Brass.
I believe that was just the 3rd draw off of the Coliseum there, which he drew a Blazing Archon, it looked like.
Yeah, he opted to draw a card instead of dredging again, probably because he knows that he needs another land. And yeah, he drew a Blazing Archon, one of the silver bullets in his sideboard.
And there was the discard 3.
Yep.
Looks like Icarid, Blazing Archon, what's it called?
And Golgari Grave Troll.
Yeah, Golgari Grave Troll.
You want my coffee?
Yeah, I know, seriously. Like, I can't remember card names today. certain card names. It's like card names that I know somehow.
Yeah, like Hungry Family.
Yeah, well, that one was just misreading the. I just couldn't tell what it said. It was like H scribble, F scribble. So.
On Josh's turn, he plays Sylvan Library, which may look unassuming, but he's just looking to get Gerry dead now. And I mean, he's under the gun now.
Mm-hmm.
He has got to get. He's got to get this game over with. I think those are. I'm pretty sure that's Nether Spirit.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out which. That's Nether. Let's look up Nether. I made some kind of interesting.
We are going to look up because it's been a long time since I've seen that card.
Nether Shadow.
Nether Shadow. Okay.
It's unaffected by summoning sickness.
Okay.
For those of you haste fans, this is your granddaddy of haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Nether Shadow's in your graveyard with 3 or more creature cards above it, you may put Nether Shadow onto the battlefield. Hence, what Gerry did at the beginning of the turn, putting Nether Shadow onto the battlefield. Whew.
So on this turn,
try to talk too fast.
On this turn, Gerry's just going to get in any blocks that Thalia makes. It's going to make Gerry a token, or 2 or 3 with Bridge from Below. I think he's only got 1 down there right now.
Definitely see 1. Don't see any more.
And Gerry now has the necessary mana to be able to Dread Return if he wants to. The problem on Gerry's side is that he doesn't have a card that he can Dread Return like an Iona in play right now that can prevent Josh from casting a red spell. So if he does opt to Dread Return, he's going to put himself down to 4. And if Josh has a card like Fire Blast in his deck, then he's going to win. Or if he does, draw into 2 burn spells.
Yep.
With Sylvan Library. So
yeah, Josh can afford to pay some life for those extra spells if they're going to kill Gerry. And Gerry is opting for the Dread Return here.
And it looks like that attack, I just want to confirm, puts him down to 7. Okay.
Oh, so maybe there should be no bridge. So the question is, we think Gerry discarded the bridge. He did discard the bridge to the Firestorm, and then a bunch of creatures died to the Firestorm, making the bridge, should be exiled.
Sure. And I think the way the Firestorm is worded, because it's an older card, it doesn't have the clauses like the newer cards will have, where it says, as part of the cost of Firestorm, discard X cards.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of that, a card like Firestorm, it would, if it was printed now, it would say, as part of the cost, discard X cards, he discards his bridge and his 2 grave trolls, and then the effect happens, which would have Josh's creatures die, and then the bridge trigger would occur, which would remove bridge from both from the graveyard. So I think that is what they're going to be talking to a judge about, and my initial ruling, even though I'm not a judge at all, would lead me to believe that the bridge from below that's in Gerry's graveyard probably should not be there. And it's probably just, I think it's just an accident on both sides. I think they both missed it.
Absolutely. So, backing up a little bit, Gerry looked like he wanted a Dread Return. Okay, so are they keeping it? They're keeping it.
And that's why I'm not a judge.
Yeah, I would love to hear, just the clarification, because it seemed like it made more sense for the bridge to not be there. Okay, so apparently Gerry gets a warning for missed trigger, but the bridge apparently stays because
we're too far in the game.
Yeah,
because they're too far in the game to rewind that or to fix that problem.
That seems odd. It seems really easy to fix. Remove it and the zombie's not there.
I'm going to be politically correct and say I don't agree with that ruling.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I'm going to go with it right now.
I think it's really easy to correct. I'm just not sure why that's a problem. But okay. Yeah, again, I don't... I'm with you, Cedric. I don't agree with the ruling.
And with all of this being done, the same situation still occurs. Gerry's a 4 because of the City of Brass. Josh has a Sylvan Library trigger that he's going to be able to use, and he needs to find 2 burn spells now. And if it's 2 1-mana burn spells, he can cast them both. Or if he has Fire Blast in his deck, he's going to be able to cast that as well. We don't have his deck list in front of us, but he definitely has the opportunity to live. And to win. So let's see what our Sylvan Library is.
All right, so it looks like not burn, not burn, not burn.
Wild Nacatl, and definitely not a burn spell.
Yeah, it looks like Josh has double Red Blast in hand. Not really gonna help here. There it is. Gerry Thompson wins the match. I don't think it was relevant, you know, the bridge situation. But I mean, it could have been.